Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. Hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day. And we are back after the most recent patch. As you can see, we got a bunch of our villagers. They're dressed in some, looks like red kind of attire thing going on there. And all of our statues are lying over. So let's get this game started up. Hopefully they just bounce up real quick. Weird. Patches do weird things to games. But our sixth one is almost done. Look at that, 9,700 out of 99. That is getting there, and we're still recovering a little bit. We're getting some buildings completed, and we're getting some new jobs placed, and we're just gonna go around and just kind of just try to get back to where we were. So it's a slow process for sure. I'm just trying to remember like what all we had in places. Like we have no planks coming in, so we're just kind of recovering. It's going a little bit slow, taking it slow, seeing what we can do. Yeah, and that's just kind of how it is. And I was looking at the pharmacy here. We have no honey, and we only have the one apiary that's right here. And I think I'm gonna grab another one, and we'll just pop this just down the road here. Another really dense area with mature trees. So I think that'll be a good spot for that. Get a little bit more honey going, and then we can have a little bit more ointment. I really wanted to say appointment there, but I knew that wasn't right. So yeah, once this thing gets built up, it's nearly completed. We'll just wait for just a second till that's done, and there we go. We got Birdman Warrior. The priests propose to carry out the Birdman Warrior event to find the strongest warrior of the tribe. The event has risks, but those who survive will bring good things. Do we want to hold the event? No effect. Yes, get coral and obsidian. I have no idea what the purpose of coral and obsidian is, but let's find out. We will hold the event, and we'll see if we have anything else that happened. I haven't really noticed anything super new with the patch, except for the trade tree is all reworked. On here there's like nothing left, and on the regular game I know that they totally redid it. I haven't yet to look at that, so we'll look at that together when we do the next playthrough. I did notice also our text is a little bit different here. We have this yellow color when you're replacing people from deaths. This white text is just regular text, and then the green was like a new season, so November arrived. So that's cool. I like that color coding. It's a quick way to just identify what's happening. So good idea. I like that. I was checking around to see if we had what we had for water, because you can see our water here is really bad. Only just over 100, but it's in the red. And I can't find any spots that we have only one worker where it's applicable. So, I did right there. So I think we need to put in a couple more wells, but alas, we are out of free workers. So now you know what that means. We're gonna have to turn off some of our building cabins so we have those workers. I'm gonna go 18 for now, and we'll just see. And as we're rebuilding buildings, we're gonna have to use up workers too. So that's just gotta be how it is. 150 bedding sets. I'm gonna not do anything with that yet. I'm just gonna let it hang out. What do we got max here for domestic fuel? 1,500. That doesn't seem right. Oh, output limit reached. So maybe there's no warehouse. Thinking that might be it. But didn't we have a transfer station right near this? Maybe it was a little bit over further, but yeah, so we might have to put in another warehouse. That's no problem. We could do that. Yeah, there's a warehouse right here. I wonder why that's saying output limit reached. Weird, because we're at 1,500. That's not, maybe it's a bug. There it is. Now it's gone. It's a red packet for Lunar New Year. Huh. Cool. Yeah, so that was a little bug there. We got this pink text for 14 bursts. That's cool. So product has not been selected. Yeah, we know that. So what I'm wondering is if there are other places around town that have a similar little bug like that needs to be updated, so we can take a quick look, see if there's any other progress that's just sitting that it probably shouldn't be sitting. So we just do a little one of those like that. And let's see, 350 iron tools. Yep, so that one should be good. That's right, output limit reached. But let's just toggle this, and then yeah, all of these have output limit reached. So yeah, so if you get that in your playthrough, that's how you fix it. Super easy. Just change the output and then it updates. That's all you gotta do. And we'll just keep an eye out for anything that are capped like that and not moving, but I don't see anything else right off the bat here. So we'll just keep a look around. So that was our 6th statue that got completed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means number 7 is being hammered on right now, and this is our final one. I'm super excited about getting this done. We just started hammering on this, only 2% through, but it shouldn't take that long once it's good to go. Oh, but this is 20,000. Oh, remember I noticed that before on one of these stones. I can't remember which one it was, but this is 20,000 hammers. That's a lot of flipping hammers. So that's going to take a minute. We do have the timber and the rope still, despite the game's best efforts to destroy our stockpiles of that stuff. So that's wonderful, as long as it gets done before another storm hits. So I know we took away a couple. Well, no, I was gonna put a cabin up there and try and like get more workers closer to it, but I don't think that's gonna matter. What are you? Output limit reached here. Minus plus. Okay, that should be right. All right, yeah, so now we're just waiting on the hammers to get built. We don't have any other tech points to advance anywhere, so we're just kind of hanging out, and we're just gonna wait and see what happens. Hopefully we don't have any more disasters. We should have our, okay, apiary not quite ready yet. Oh, we have no clay. So that could be something that we get back into. Sand was the only thing we had up here? Yeah, because we destroyed those 2 buildings that were over here before. So we'll get that rebuilt real quick. We'll get that rebuilt. We'll get the clay going, get that back up in action, and we're just gonna keep going. Just progress a little bit, and so I'll bring it back in a moment. It's been a couple of years, and we are about to have an animal plague, so I want to bring it back for that to see what it affects, and I wanted to bring you up to speed on what we've been doing in between there. While we're waiting for this plague to show up, I did put in a couple more pastures for pigs over here. There we go. Here's the animal plague. We got one more down here as well. And you might have noticed a couple of other new buildings around here. Look at these guys. So I was looking through the menus here. Oh, it looks like our alpaca here are the ones hit by the plague, so not that big a deal. Anyways, yeah, so I was looking through the menus here, and we'll just start over here, and then look at this first deal. So residences. I have not a clue how to say that. I'm not gonna try and ruin it. So, so this thing can accommodate 5 families, up to 40 people, with large inventory. Fuel can last longer, and greatly relieve occupants' stress. Built near the marketplace. Awesome. Takes some couple of end game stuff, but nothing too wild. And then we have a couple things here in the whatever this is, carrot. Dense orchard, dense farm, and forest farm are new. This guy's just a regular. Oh, so it looks like a regular farm, except it has 2 crops per grid, and it looks like it takes bamboo instead of whatever these things take, if they take anything. Dense orchard, similar thing, and then dense forest farm. It looks like these are all just multiple. I like that lower spacing, so tighter. Regular nursery, and then hardwood nursery can plant hardwood trees here to produce plenty of hardwood. I'm not sure exactly what that means yet. We can learn that together. And then we have a water nursery, higher output than nursery. Looks like just an upgraded version of the regular nursery. And then of course compost, plant pasture, nothing new over there, except for we get to the small fishing port. So this guy uses fishing nets to produce oysters and fish, super cool. And then here's our regular fishing dock. And then we go over here to the next line. We have a couple new mines here, gem and obsidian mines. So it looks like obsidian is just a new item altogether. So we were talking about that bird warrior thingy doodler that we got with the 6th statue completed. So it looks like it's just a new type of material, and I'll show you in a couple of spots where that appears. Cactus workshop's new. Outdoor kitchen, dyeing mill. We got custom tailors. We got a couple things over on this end of town. Ancient smelter, and that's it on this line. And then over here we have, and then here we have the Grand Bazaar. Something about caravans, so we're gonna have to get into that and check that out eventually. We have the mosque, so that's what these buildings are, and I'll show you why I have them all over the place here, because it increases the citizens' happiness. So now we're at yellow smiley faces. Peking opera, citizens can go to the theater to watch the opera, increases their happiness. I would do this, except we don't have any gowns, takes 30. Barbershop, more health, that's cool. And we got a bank here, so it can deposit money in the bank and get it back with interest after a certain amount of time. Money in the bank can't be used, that's interesting. Private school, same thing as a school, it just looks cooler. And then a paper mill, I guess just makes paper from bamboo is what it looks like. So a couple new things. And then on the roads here, we got obsidian roads, that's a new one. And then I think that's it for like the most part. I don't have any new decorations over here, but we do have a couple more blueprinty things. A great palace, which I can't click on. I don't know why. Another wonder here. Generation speed of technology experience from nearby research institute and research academies plus 50%. Super good. Kind of expensive, just like the other ones. Citizens can be buried here after death without limits. Takes wood, stone, and brick. How huge is this thing? Oh, it's pretty big. 20 by 20. But that is incredibly nice. So that's wonderful. Plaza guarded by 5 Ruibi statues. I'm probably saying that wrong. Symbolizing peace and happiness, can set off the firecrackers every 5 years to celebrate the festival. I'm not sure what that first item is. It must be something that you can make with the Lunar Festival. Got fireworks, and that wraps that up. So a handful of new buildings, which are pretty cool sounding. I did build a couple of them just to check them out. We have the mosques here. So this nice big radius to capture some more of our people here to increase happiness by 40%. Look at that, super great. So definitely needed that in this playthrough. I got one here and one here. Trying to overlap as much as possible. It was pretty hard to get them just right since they're so big, and I usually pack my buildings so tight, so it's just hard to get. Then over here we have a couple more. We have 3, so everything should be covered over here. And then over here on this little line right in here, we have the outdoor kitchen. So that's one of the items. It can make a couple of simple things and a fancy food. So cocoa beans, chili pepper for spicy cocoa. And we can make tacos with just corn, which is pretty sweet. And then corn and sugar, popcorn. That's great. Super easy, neat things. Next up is the ancient smeltery. So nothing crazy in here. Iron ore, timber, steel. That's it. At least that's all that we have unlocked from that. And I also noticed in the smithy now there are obsidian tools and hardwood tools, which is pretty cool. And then under a tradable item, you can turn steel into exquisite swords. So a bunch of new items in the last patch, so that's great, super fun. We do have a bunch of tech points ready to roll. 3, yep. And what I think we're gonna do is I do kind of want to get down into, well, I was thinking of going into furniture here, make more room for jobs at the distillery, to make more spirits, to make more happiness. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to grab the furniture, but the furniture doesn't do any of that stuff without refined leather. And the way that we get refined leather is through processing. So we're going to get the furniture, processing, leatherware, and then for fine leather we got to get the leather shop going. It's going to take salt and leather, so we'll do that and we'll get that started right away here. We can find that might be under, all right, here it is, treasure, leather shop. Then we have leatherware hut as well. So let's get this leather shop in. We'll put it I don't know, over here. This will work. Sneak it in right there, and then we'll do a leatherware hut as well. Probably put this guy like here. And then we'll just kind of sneak a road in between there like this. And I think we have a transfer station real close here, don't we? Move that stuff around a little bit better. It's not quite close enough, but that's okay. I can't really make any room for it anyways. Unless we get rid of some of these storage yards, which we totally could do because these are kind of horrible, aren't they? Oh no, oh no, oh no, sandstorm. I wasn't ready. I saw it and I was too busy talking, didn't notice that I was getting so close. We're gonna hit gather and get our peeps to safety. Well, in between I did also put in a bunch of reinforcement remodelings. This whole row of houses has them. The mosques have them, and marketplaces should have them as well. So that's a couple of the things that we got going on in between. Also, while the sandstorm is passing over, check out all of our resources are green. So we have done great on food. We have water going. I just put in a couple more wells, and I'll show you how good pork is and why I was so obsessed with the pork in just a moment here once this passes. Medicines are doing all right. We put in a couple more nurseries, and then all the other stuff's still going strong. I'm working on clothing stuff. Oh, look at that. These are indestructible and paid off. And wow, they just Wow, devastated all of our homes over there. Holy cow, lots and lots of destruction that time around. All right, so we're gonna dismiss that, and then we're gonna hit our handy dandy command rebuild tool. And since our marketplaces were not destroyed, we can easily do this. Click and drag over all the things, all the things, all the things, all the things. And in a matter of mere moments, we will be back in action. Look at all that. It's like popcorn going off. Our last statue is 51% complete. Holy cow, this thing is taking a long time to make. I think it's been at least 5 years that we've been hammering away on that thing. And the sandstorm and the disease were our first little disasters since we started doing this episode, which is wonderful. Super nice to not have to deal with that as much as I was worried that we were going to have to. But I wanted to show you guys why I like the food so much. We probably lost a bunch of our stores, but if we go check out our pasture here, look at this pork. So 232 this year, 112 isn't that great. But 215, 275, like easily over 200 on both of those corrals. And so we have that over and over and over again. Look at this one, almost 400 pork. And then in comparison, alpaca meat is a measly 84, 83 mutton. Like, it's just so much better. So if you're gonna have pastures and corrals, you gotta get some piggies. The food that you get from them is just incredible. So absolutely gonna get those more often and more soon. It looks like I missed this sand pit. So yeah, with our army of builders that we have, 138, that was a matter of moments to repair all that stuff. And you know what? Maybe we do this. Let's take out some of these warehouses. Those warehouses get destroyed way too often to be worth it, in my opinion. So we're going to might have to put up another little transfer station. Oh, we got one right here. So I know this is going to take up some of the woods and stuff that are right here, but whatever. Close the transfer station, and then they can fill up the warehouses right there, and that's why I wanted it like that. We got our new senior mine. I upgraded both these mines because we were getting low over here. I got rid of it, but I didn't address it. So that senior mine is empty now, and now this one needs to have 10 iron workers in it. Boom, boom. And then this guy will be coal shortly, so we'll just do that, get it ready, get that started, because this mine is nearly completed at 1%. It'll be done in just a moment. And then this quarry got empty a while ago. This quarry got empty, and then this quarry is empty, so we built another quarry, a fourth quarry, which is up here. It's got 5 people currently in it. I'm going to put this up to 10 because I'm going to leave it at 5, actually. We don't need that many. I put in a bunch more builders cabins up here, and I'm thinking about putting in some more builders cabins as well. We got 56 laborers. With our happiness being a little bit better, I feel like it's getting smoothed out some. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I know I skipped that one space, but that's okay. We'll do that. Get that rolling, get a couple more builders up there. Hopefully that they're all hammering together and making that go quicker. And then our tailor here, let's see what we got here. Wool, alpaca wool. Alpaca wool is doing great. We'll put 2 of those guys in there. And we're still in the green with clothing, but we don't have a good stockpile of it, so still working on that. So the only thing that looks kind of weird to me with these new buildings is that this mosque artwork is very much so deserty artwork. Like, it doesn't fit at all with this this Easter Island tropical look, and that's kind of weird to me. I'm wondering if, kind of like the distilleries, if that maybe it's like a bug or something that they shouldn't be available. I don't really know that, but I mean, I'm gonna use them. They're here. We can build as many as we want, so that's what we're gonna do. Make this playthrough go a little bit smoother. I was hoping to get our work efficiency up out of that minus 20%. You can see they're at normal if there's no effects. So if that work efficiency is up, this thing is gonna get built quicker, and that's what we want. So I'm just gonna kind of just double check, see if we can get any more houses in here, or I mean mosque radiuses in here. You can see we're missing like 2 houses on that one, and like a couple over here. So I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but it would be nice to have it all covered. I think I'm gonna get this done today. We're gonna get this to 100, so I'll bring it back when it gets to, you know, 99, 98, somewhere in there, and then we'll see what happens once we get, well, we know what's gonna happen. It's gonna go over to the other side, start to get lifted up. All right, team, we got another problem. Tornado nearly here, but check this out. 91% on our stone statue. It is very, very close to getting complete. and we'll see what this tornado brings for us. Hopefully nothing too super terrible. If you notice on the timeline, we also have another snowstorm on the way. So we'll get through this tornado, and we'll just hold off just a little bit, and then we'll get another snowstorm. I put the domestic fuel cap to 25,000, so it's going to be really high, and hopefully we have enough to heat our homes throughout this cold spell that lasts. It gets really cold. We lost a ton of people last time, so I'm going to try and prevent that as good as we can. Calling in our people to gather in the shelter, and hopefully this will go over quickly. And it looks like it's going right back to where, well, I was gonna say right through our warehouses, but it looks like it's going north. Oh, it's definitely going right through our warehouses. So yeah, this is got to be on pause obviously while this is going through here. Hopefully that's about it. Looks like that'll be just about it for the tornado, so nothing too crazy. We lost our apartment building here and some warehouses, but that's it. Nothing crazy. So yeah, these disasters are a thing, and they're really annoying. They aren't really, you know. I talked about it a little bit ago. And, you know, they're just meh to me. Not that exciting, not that fun, and they're annoying to deal with. So there we go. We got to get this cemetery rebuilt, and hopefully, I guess I didn't notice how many people we lost, but a good amount. I think we had 30-ish laborers before that, so they were also running right to the path of the tornado there because the shelter was there, but that was just unfortunate. So we'll get that repaired up, and then we'll be good to go again. Well, you too might as well. Yeah, and I have this game going. And I'm playing Enter the Gungeon on the other monitor, and we're just kind of watching and just waiting till this thing to get built up to 100%, really. So just kind of biding our time. It's just taking a while to get there. Yeah, and like I said, we got our snowstorm on the way, and we'll just hang out for just a moment until this is completed, and then it's gonna, you know, teleport over here and get raised up, and we'll see what the dialogue box says if anything cool happens. So we'll see. Oh, no laborers, so that's not good. So let's slow this down for a moment. We do have a good amount of builders now, 140 builders, just an insane amount. Ooh, we are out of laborers again, huh? Okay. So I think I'm gonna have to turn off the school again. I did have one of them turned off. This one is off, and we should have one more somewhere. There it is. We're gonna turn that off, and we only have the two. See, this still has 15 students, but the school isn't on. That's kind of weird. All right, we'll do that and give us a little bit more workers. The builder, okay, that's fine. There, yeah, we got a boost of laborers from turning the school off as we needed it. So that's great. I'm surprised that I don't have enough fat. That really surprised me. We have so many animals now right now. Like, you think that we'd have tons of fat. Oh, but you know what we need is probably another butcher. That's the thing that's actually producing the fat. Yeah, because this guy's only looking for buffalo meat. That explains it. Pork. There we go. That's gonna make a big difference. We'll do like that, and you know, let's put another butcher up over here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll put pork in there. Actually, not right there. Let's go right by the transfer station. It's better that way. Cancel you. Okay, that's great. And yeah, I think we're okay now after the tornado. Everything should be passed. We're gonna make this bed indestructible, or apartment, I mean. This one has bed, and this one has, okay. Yeah, we need a couple more houses, but I mean, at this point, we're just really waiting for this thing to get built. And I'm not trying to grow the settlement anymore. I'm just trying to get done. I would really like this to be normal, like I mentioned, but I don't have anything else to do that with. We did have the leather guys. Where did those end up? All right, so the carving of the 7th statue is finished. You need a large amount of ropes and logs to transfer the statue to the sea. We know that already. I swear that we put in a leather workshop or leather shop here, but I don't see it at all. You can see if you do this little motion that I'm doing over here on the right, it will flash the item. Like, so for example, if you we'll go kiln factory, this is flashing our kiln factories. You can see there at the top two, right in the middle. So it looks like mayhap this got, well, if it got destroyed, we would have repaired it. But I swear that we put these in. But I guess we'll put in another one. Yeah, didn't we, like... I'm really honestly confused. I swear that we did. So yeah, we're gonna put that in, and then we'll do the leather wear Well, I don't care about the leatherware, I guess. Oh, I think I wanted... Did I want the transfer station? Is that why I... Man, I swear. Oh well. Anyways, our advanced smithing is good to go. So yeah, I was looking for steel tools. Here's steel tools here. Sturdy hardwood and hardwood tool. So there's sturdy hardwood tools and hardwood tools now. And there's regular traps, carts. Okay, yeah. So okay, now we know. I'm gonna this would be stone or steel tools. We're gonna make a couple of those. We'll do that. We'll get this leather shop built up. Oh, here's our butcher that we just put in. You're gonna be pork. We're gonna do like this. Lots of those guys going in. Tailor here. All right. Our 2 apiaries are doing great. Put in another one, so we should be doing good on ointments as well. And oh, administrator's term of office is expired, so that's right over here. Let's see what we can do here. Farm yield, max energy plus 15. Output of gathering structures is increased. Max energy, max warmth. Oh, that's unfortunate that this is going away. So what we could do is if I hit this player, I can reappoint her for 5,000 coins. Oh, wait, definitely gonna do that because that max warmth with this snowstorm on the way. I think that's a good idea. I also want to reappoint Kate because of that max happiness increase. So we're gonna reappoint her as well. And Barbara, efficiency, agriculture proficiency +1. Sure, we'll do that. Great. So our administrators are doing great. I think those are good choices for what our situation is. And we're really just waiting for the snowstorm to hit. This is nearly complete, and we're gonna start lifting that up. Yep, and then we should be good to go. So I'm gonna bring you back probably right before the snowstorm, and we'll endure that together. Or once this statue is built. Either one. Be right back. All right, the cold has just started hitting us. You can see snowflakes appear everywhere. We have 2,700 fuel saved up, so that's pretty good. Hopefully we don't lose too many people here. We got 25 to begin with, 536 adults. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah. Our leather station is doing great. We got it working now. We're getting our refined leather. What we don't have yet is a luxury furniture place, so I'm gonna put that in as well. We're not really sure how much use we're gonna get out of it, but we have the tech, so I figure we might as well give it a shot. We're gonna get that guy started over there. And yeah, we're just letting -70 degrees Fahrenheit again. Just letting this pass over. Over here on the other side of town, we are doing pretty great with the statue. 17% already. It's going pretty well. So we're just waiting on that. And oh, I should updo that guy like so, make it a priority. I'm trying to get as many workers over here as we can. At least this, you know, at least this is still 10,000 hammers, not whatever that other big one was up top here. Lots of red snowflakes. That's all right. Statue guy is nearly complete, and we should be able to see the end of the scenario together. So we'll see in just a moment. All right, here it is. The last couple hammers on the final statue. We'll see what's gonna happen. We just had another sandstorm. Blew past and destroyed a bunch of stuff. Pretty much all of this. I just repaired it and carried on. I figured I brought you back for enough disasters in this episode that we'll just skip that one. And we'll just wait for this thing to get built up, and we're hitting the last few hammers, and here we go. Challenge complete. Congratulations on constructing the perfect statues, but life is not over for the Eastern Islanders. As the population increases, the competition for resources gets more and more intense. Some of them even start to eat their own kind. The Easter Island, whose population has once reached over 30,000. So quit and continue. Quit, complete the challenge, and quit the scenario. Continue to experience the life of the Islanders. We are going to quit. So, but thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. It's been a long one. It's been a tough one. And I hope you learned something from it. And we are going to start our new playthrough tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And we're going to check out some of these new buildings, get them started, get them in a new town. So have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night. And I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival.